Hi, I'm Rohan Matri from Sidecar. I'm the head of beverages at this beautiful bar, which is currently the world number 47 at the world's 50 best bars list. And today, I'm here with Condé Nast India's Dine and Drink Festival, where I'm going to teach you about how to set up a home bar. And not just any other home bar, a super strong, fully loaded home bar, right? So, couple of things to remember when we are setting up a home bar is glassware, booze, and tools, right? So let's go with glassware first. You can have a big number of glassware, but traditionally, we would prefer you to have three types of glassware only, right? First is a highball, which is a nice tall drink. This is for drinks which has soda in it or tonic, preferably for a long sipping night. So if you have a home that is full of people, you're gonna get a lot of more people in your house, and you think they drink fizzy drinks, then this is a glass you should have a must. Second one is an old-fashioned glass, which is a whiskey glass, preferably used for sipping spirits with more character compared to a lighter spirit. So probably for whiskeys, aged rums, aged tequilas, etc. And this one's called a coupe. So a coupe is generally a glass which is majorly known for cocktails, so probably your margaritas, your martinis and all go in that one. This is a very generic style. Now, of course, depending on how much do you want to spend and how fancy you want the bar, you can go all the way around. Now, when we talk about bar tools, right, it is essential to know that bar tools are majorly used for making cocktails. So if you are not a big cocktail fan and if you prefer your spirits to be sipped straight or with soda or tonic, not very fond of making cocktails, I would generally recommend you to skip all the bar tools and just have one wine opener handy. But if you are a big cocktail fan, then you should have these tools for you. Number one is a cocktail shaker. Always have a 2-piece cocktail shaker than a 3-piece. This is very effective. While the 3-piece looks fancy, but it is not effective when you're making cocktails. So always have a 2-piece shaker handy. If you're a big fan of stirred drinks like the old-fashioned and Negroni, get yourself a fancy cute mixing glass like this. You add all your spirits, you get ice in there and you give it a nice stir. That works perfect. For either of those cases, you will need a Hawthorne strainer. This is a strainer which is used to hold all the ice into your shaker or your mixing jar. So that is very important. And then a fine strainer, which takes out all the small bits of ice, which makes your cocktails look really fancy. A long bar spoon like this one. It can be any color, copper, gold, black, whatever you prefer. But just make sure that it's a nice sturdy one so you don't break it or lose it. And a muddler. If you're a big fan of fresh fruit drinks, then a muddler is a must. This is used to muddle ingredients into your shaker or into your mixing glass. So, but generally used for fresh fruit. So if you're using like fresh pineapples, fresh watermelons in your drinks all the time, you need a muddler. Those are your basic bar tools. And last but not the least, always have good quality ice. Ice is something which makes a good bar a good bar. So always make sure you have enough ice and good quality ice. Now when we talk about booze, right, you would probably see books and videos which says 10 bottles you need to have in your bar, 15 bottles you need to have in your bar, 5 bottles you need to have in your bar. But remember, it is your bar, right? The fundamental is, what do you like to drink? What do you like to have your friends drink? So probably if you are a dark spirit person, you're a person who loves whiskeys or dark rums, then probably get yourself a couple of whiskeys. I would say a peated malt, number one, a good peated malt like a Lagavulin, a good blended scotch for people who don't care what they're drinking, so probably a bottle like a black label or a red label works. When you're talking about rums, get yourself a nice dark rum which is aged, which you can savor after drinks with a cigar or some chocolates. If you like tequila, then go for a Reposado tequila. And apart from that, if you're a big spirits guys, you definitely need a lot of bitters. So make sure whenever you're traveling, get an extra bottle of bitters for yourself, because in India it's not easily available, but wherever you're traveling somewhere like America or the UK, you can definitely pick up a couple of bottles of bitters. This one bottle goes a long way, especially in a home bar. Now, on the other hand, if you are a white spirit person and you like a lot of fresh fruit cocktails, like the pina coladas, or gin and tonics, or gimlets, then you have a completely separate set of bar with booze. You should definitely have 2 or 3 types of gin. One which is a super London dry style gin, which is dry on your palate, like the Tanqueray. Or you can get a fresh and floral gin, like the Tanqueray number 10, which I'll be making you a drink with today. And you should definitely have a low chef vodka, because vodka is generally a spirit which people don't prefer when it comes to quality. So just have a good vodka, have some good tequilas, have a light rum in case somebody fancies a drink. So it is completely depending on you as to what kind of spirits you like, what kind of spirits you drink. So keep it open. If you like to drink martinis, make sure you have a lot of vermouth. Having said that, now we've got the booze in place, you've got glasses in place, and you've got the bar tools in place. Last but not the least, the ingredients. Now, when it comes to ingredients, at home bar, it's not very viable to have a lot of juices, syrups. It's not viable to make your own bitters, make your own syrups. So what we do is we improvise. When you say you improvise, you open your fridge, you see what you have available. And one of the best things which have made cocktails great are fresh fruits and vegetables, right? Like how I have today a beautiful bunch of mint in front of me. And what I've done is I've got myself a bottle of water which is filled with the mint. Now, fun fact is a mint would generally stay for about 3 or 4 days in your refrigerator. But if you keep it in water like this, it'll probably stay for 10 days. And that's also what it's doing, is making the water flavorful with mint. And when I say bar tools, one of a great equipment which I highly recommend for you guys to have at a home bar is a soda maker, right? A soda maker is generally very efficient when you love your gins and vodkas, because you don't have to worry about buying syrups, you don't have to worry about getting fancy ingredients, gourmet ingredients. You could just use whatever you want, like I have. So just fresh mint, get the bottle, pump it into your soda maker, just like that, and just pump it in. Fantastic. I'm gonna let that rest for a while. And there you have it. A super simple way of making mint soda. You can make this with cucumbers, basil, any fresh fruit you have available at home. And let me tell you guys, this tastes better than any soft beverage brand outside in the market. It's very easy to make this, and you can definitely recarbonate it. So every time you have a fresh fizzy soda available handy, right? So today what I'm gonna make for you is a drink called the Zing. Right? Of course, Zing, because the flavor of the mint is really going to blow your mind. So get yourself a nice highball. I'm going to use a slightly slimmer highball than what I showed you, because that makes cocktails look fancy. Load it up with some good big cubes of ice. And what I have here is Tanqueray number 10. Now, Tanqueray number 10 is a gin which has got fresh citrus and chamomile. So it's really floral and fresh. Good hefty pour of that straight into your glass, and then just top it up with some of your fresh mint soda. Already smells amazing. And to garnish that, just get yourself a nice mint sprig and leave it in the glass. Look at that. How beautiful this drink looks. So that's how you make this beautiful, amazing drink, the Zing. Again, simple mint soda water, which is made in-house. You can make it in-house. You can buy this soda maker called Mr. Butler from Amazon. It's readily available and it's very price effective. You can get a couple of bottles along with it, and this will go a long way for you, right? And in case you don't have a soda maker, you can definitely take some time out, go to your favorite gourmet store, find out what fancy and natural ingredients they have, because natural ingredients taste way better than artificial. So make sure go have a look, whatever ingredients they have handy. But trust me guys, a soda maker is going to make it work. Cheers and thank you for having me for this lovely masterclass.